For the past several years, I've been developing systemswiki.org, various collection of systems thinking related materials. Though, while the wiki has in fact been nice, it has never quite been the environment that I really wanted that provided a depiction of the contextual relationship of things. And so, beginning in April, I started re-implementing aspects of systemswiki.org in a product called The Brain from a company called The Brain, which, and you can go to this website, thebrain.com, and you can view an overview of their product. The primary reason that I'm doing this video is because a number of people have asked questions about navigating in this environment that's being put together. So I thought I'd spend a few minutes and talk about the environment itself, which on the web looks like this. And I'll show you how to get to this particular website in a few moments. But it's a network of thoughts primarily constructed from the perspective that you have a thought, and the thought can have one or more parent thoughts, which are usually broader conceptual thoughts. A thought can have one or more child thoughts, which are usually more narrowly defined conceptual aspects. And then it can have what's called jump thoughts, which are thoughts which are related, though don't fall into the category of parent or child, depending upon whatever the categorization of those is meant to mean. And within this environment, when you look at it, you'll see nodes or thoughts with green dots on them. A green dot means that there is additional information in that particular direction, so that for bits and pieces, there's a dot on the bottom of it, so I click on it and it tells me that bits and pieces, which is simply a placeholder for a bunch of stuff I haven't figured out where else it goes at the moment. And here are all of the child thoughts for bits and pieces. Some of them are videos, well, most of them are videos. And I'm in the process of implementing types and tags for the various thoughts, though this is not a weekend project. This is more like a 2 or 3 year transformation project. So the way that one navigates in the environment is that you come into it based upon a link to a context, and you then have a sense of the things that are in this environment that are related to that, and you can wander through it as you make connections with the pieces that are displayed. So learning threads is the parent thought, bits and pieces is the current thought, and all of these thoughts over here are in fact siblings of bits and pieces. They're all related to learning threads. You can also, and there are a set of thoughts across the top which are called pins, and they're sort of, quick access pins, so that if I click on topics, it takes me to topics, or there's an event segment, various systems thinking related events that we're aware of, and this gets updated on a daily basis. One can, in fact, wander, use the pins. As you wander about throughout the environment, it in fact tracks where you have been across the bottom, so that you can say, I want to go back 3 places. I can go back this way, or I can in fact simply do a back on the browser, because I'm going from page to page. You can also search in this environment. A video that I created this morning had to do with links and flows in Insight Maker. You can type full words like Insight Maker, and it shows you all of the thoughts that start with Insight Maker. Typing all of the terms it's workable, though there's also, it's kind of neat in that I can do Insight Maker link link and flow, and it actually finds me what I'm looking for because it's the first characters of 4 different words. When I click on this, it takes me to this video that I created this morning, this particular video. If I want to go to the video, I can click down here and it will bring up that video that I created. And when I created the video, it in fact has a link in it to a context, so that that context link, if somebody happens on that video within YouTube directly, it will take them back to the appropriate context directly in the Systems Thinking World network. And additionally, there can in fact be multiple links or lots of text associated with this. This particular video references 2 Insight Maker models, which one can also access in the same way, simply by centering the thought and clicking on them. So I'm presently, well, this particular video, the questions that were asked will end up, this video will end up tied to this particular thought right here, and the video itself references the brain, which was this website that I showed you a moment ago, so that by going to this point and clicking here, it will take you to the brain website. But it also shows you that the brain has a forum and tutorials and a web explorer, and there's a user's guide for Team Brain and user guide, and there's also a blog. So that rather than simply going from this link of this particular video, looking at the brain itself node, you realize that there are in fact other pieces that may be of interest, and they're very easy to get to. And I really like the network view of things, the ability to see a context as opposed to just lots of links on the page, and I don't get a graphical pictorial sense of relationships. It's just sort of one-dimensional. So as I said, this is actually a trial implementation. It's going to take, who knows how long this is going to take, how long I go about this before I decide yes, this is going to work, or no, it isn't going to work. In the interim, this website that you're looking at the moment is in fact embedded in the main entry point in systemswiki.org, so that it's sort of the best of both worlds in the interim, so that you can get to all of the content within SystemsWiki, or you can migrate around in this in the network. And if you want to see it in a larger perspective, if you simply click here, right click, it will open that network in a larger view. Or you can simply go to well, see, now that one has already been replaced, so that rather than going to the group rules in SystemsWiki, that particular link on the navigation bar takes you to the group rules that are actually in the network. And some of the content that's being migrated, what was it? The one I did this morning, if I go to the modeling and simulation content and go look at link, this particular page, the page is still there. The video has been replaced, but it says this page has migrated, and if you click on it, it will take you to the context location for that new page. So I expect it will take, I mean, I have a lot of work to do in terms of adding types and tags and understanding ways to structure the content so that it's more accessible in a more meaningful manner. And if you in fact have comments, questions, just go ahead and send me an email. The questions that are provided that I think will be useful to other people, I'll go ahead and put the question and the answers here in the Q&A thought. And in a few minutes after I process this video, it will get tagged to navigating STW.net node in the environment. So hope this has been helpful, and there should be another video in the not too distant future. Bye.